Here's a question for you. How long has Braille been a thing? How old do you reckon it is? I'm going to suggest it's older than you think, or certainly older than I thought. I was amazed to learn recently that Braille is 200 years old, and over the last year it turns out there have been a number of events and projects to celebrate its 200th anniversary. And quite right too, Braille is definitely worth celebrating, and not just for the blind and partially sighted community. You'll know that Braille is a tactile written code designed to be read by fingers rather than eyes. And it has, for 2 centuries now, empowered millions of people to read, write and access information. But you might not know as much about Louis Braille, the man responsible for this life-changing invention. I know I didn't. Turns out he was a French educator who lost his sight following an accident in his father's workshop aged 3. Despite a distinct lack of resources and support for the blind, he nevertheless excelled in his education, won a scholarship and headed to Paris to attend one of the world's first blind schools. It was there at just 15 years old that he first presented his system based on 6 simple dots, and it remains virtually unchanged to this day. Someone once said, "You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails." And young Louis certainly adjusted his sails. Determined not to be defined by his accident, he chose how to react, and he adapted. In theological terms, he redeemed his situation. He took a bad experience and he used it for good, to help others. As a committed Christian, Braille's faith informed and shaped his life far more than what had happened to him. And he left a legacy that lasts and continues to improve and change lives. I don't know about you, but I'm always amazed and challenged by those who turn their experiences round, those who don't allow their disappointments or circumstances to shape them, or not negatively anyway. Those who don't let life limit them, those who know, as the Bible puts it, that suffering helps us to endure, and endurance builds character, which gives us a hope that will never disappoint us. At its heart, the Christian faith is all about such redemptive moments: forgiveness, reconciliation, restoration. The way of Jesus is all about flourishing, often beyond our circumstances. We may be unlikely to invent a life-changing form of communication, but if or when life takes a surprising or challenging turn, may we remember the young Frenchman who did, and adjust our sails accordingly.